Hello, YouTube! Once again, it's me, John Avenger, and welcome back to Animated Movies Month. And this time we're going to talk about a DC animated movie. Yes, one that I haven't reviewed yet, and I bet Tevia knows this one. This is a really famous one from 2008, and it's one of the Justice League films called Justice League The New Frontier, DC Universe animated original movie. Now, when I first saw this movie, I did like it, but there were some problems I had with it, but I'll get to that later. This movie is pretty good, though. I'm looking back, especially with considering how the DC movies have been recently, hit and miss in this decade. This is what we want to see in a Justice League movie, especially with Flash being in the front there, because he's one of my favorites. Now, let me read the synopsis in the back. We stand today on the edge of a new frontier. Based on Dwayne Cook's award winning graphic novel, that's pretty awesome. This thrilling adventure reveals the origins of the Justice League. Interesting. With Cold War paranoia putting Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman under government suspicion, only the gravest threat imaginable can force these heroes, along with an army of newcomers, including The Flash, Green Lantern, and the Martian Manhunter, to unite in a spectacular showdown to save the world. So that's the synopsis in a nutshell. David Boreanaz from Angel, Brooke Shields from Suddenly Susan, Lucy Lawless as Xena, Kyra Sedgwick, The Closer, Neil Patrick Harris, How I Met Your Mother, and Jeremy Sisto, Law and Order, and Kyle MacLachlan, Sex and the City, headlined the stellar voice cast of this epic saga of how Earth's greatest champions formed the most powerful alliance for good ever assembled. Yeah, until Avengers came out years later in the theater and won over box office. But yeah, this is a stellar movie. And you know how long this movie is? It's only 75 minutes. It's not that long. It's not 2.5 hours. It gets to the point. The animation's pretty stunning. There was one voice actor I thought was kind of miscast, though. That's one reason I was not. It's not my favorite. One of them is Jeremy Sisto as the voice of Batman. I thought his voice sounded a little bit too adult film star-ish. Like his voice is very sexy like this. And I'm like, I don't know. Jeremy Sisto's a good actor, but as Batman's voice, it just sounded kind of weird. I don't know what it was. It just he sounds like a porn star voice. But the rest of the cast is good. I mean, let me see the rest. Who else plays who? Because it's been a while. Derry Boreanaz is Hal Jordan as Green Lantern. Miguel Ferrer, may he rest in peace. He's John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. Neil Patrick Harris is the Flash. John Hurd, may he also rest in peace. He's Ace Morgan. Lucy Lawless is Diana Prince, Wonder Woman. Kyle MacLachlan is Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman. Lex Lang is Rick Flag, who was in Suicide Squad, but he was wasted there. Phil Morris is King Faraday. Kyra Sedgwick is Lois Lane. Brooke Shields is Carol Ferris. Joe Alasky has a Bugs Bunny cameo, which that's pretty funny. Jeff Bennett is the sportscaster. Corey Burton as Abin Sur. Ray Palmer. And there's Keith David as the center. Vicki Lewis as Iris West. Vanessa Marshall as the Amazon woman. James Arnold Taylor, who I'm going to meet at Comic Con hopefully this in October. He's Captain Cold. John F. Kennedy as himself with Archive Sound. Alan Ritchson as Arthur Curry and Aquaman, who makes a cameo here. He's not in the film. Is he even on the cover? Yeah, right here. Considering that his movie made the most money so far of the DC universe. But yeah, the plot is really intricate. I mean, it's well done. It is PG-13, so there is blood in it and some violence. So it's not just a kids movie. See, it says a PG-13 for violent content and images. And this is more of the plot. It says, at the end of the Korean War, United States Air Force pilot Hal Jordan and his wingman are attacked by enemy pilots but survive. In Gotham, John Johns, the last survivor of the Green Martian race, is teleported to Earth, unable to return. John disguises himself. In Las Vegas, Iris West is on the telephone with her fiance, Barry Allen, known as the Flash, one of my favorites, at the casino where Captain Cold arrives. Yeah, it's basically a movie where they're trying to get the Justice League together. Paradise Island, Wonder Woman trains with Mala before being attacked. Yeah, most of them basically they're in their own cities and towns and they get attacked, and so they have to form together to fight the evil of this Abin Sur and the and not Abin Sur, the villains are here. Yeah, it says the aerial assault is nearly outmatched and herd of dinosaurs ambush Faraday's ground forces. Yeah, and It's crazy how this movie it was in theaters, but it was a limited release in 2008, but it ended up direct to video in the US. It got a limited release. I don't know why this got a limited release. A lot of the DC animated movies get a limited release. But it's a really well done movie. I mean, it's animated really well. It's hand drawn. I think there's some CG in it for some of the shots. It's well directed. It's well written. It's not a kids movie. It's got an intricate plot, and there's stakes involved. So if you want a Justice League movie with some stakes involved, this is it. And I saw this movie a long time ago. I love the DC characters. Some of them are my favorite superheroes of all time: Batman, Flash, Superman. But yeah, like I said, the film is a little bit too short. Also, that's the thing. The 75 minutes is good enough for an animated film, but if it was a little bit longer, I would have loved to have seen this in theaters like that, like at 85 minutes or 90 minutes. But it does have some special features that I can see to see this movie again. Superman's the artwork is a little weird. I mean, Batman's head is so huge, and uh, Superman and the Flash look like their eyes are closed. But the movie itself is well done, and there's stakes involved. There's a lot of high risk involved, and the characters get hurt, so it's not just them kicking ass the whole time. But it is a fast paced, well done movie for what it is, and it's animated, so it counts. And if you've never seen this, I would recommend this along with other DC animated movies because they do a lot of really good work. And there was a lot of releases for this. The single 2 disc Blu-ray was released in 2008. Special features include a documentary, which I have the commentaries, a documentary on the early mythical villains archetypes, which is not here. That's on the second disc, the one with the second disc. But I'm fine with having this version. The other one has Justice League Stories, a featurette on the themes, elements from the comics to film versions of New Frontier, and 3 episodes of the Justice League Unlimited show. I bet Tev you've heard of that. And a 10-minute preview of the animated film Batman Gotham Knight. But yeah, this is well worth your time. Yeah, this is what Rotten Tomatoes said. Most of the reviews were positive and geared up the film's release even more, saying that it was one of the best things to ever come out of Bruce Timm's stable, and said that the acting was exceptional. It is, but except for Jeremy Sisto, I think his voice as Batman is a little bit too porn star sounding for me. And is this better than the 2017 Justice League movie? Definitely, but it needed to be a little longer. Shazam is there too, right here. So I wish he was in it a lot more, but it's basically the main core: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Green Lantern, and the Martian Manhunter are the main six. No Cyborg here, I don't think so. And yeah, but if you want to see an animated Justice League movie done right, this is it. Robin's on the front as well, but yeah, it's a good movie. I don't really remember the villain too much, but he's there. But it's a good movie. I remember it. The first time I gave it a little bit of a hard time, but it's definitely going to grow on me the more I see it. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Take care. See this movie. If you're a fan of DC like I am, it's worth the watch and it's worth to own as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.